Welcome to School Focus. I'm your host, Melissa Payne. School custodians are responsible for cleaning buildings and helping to create a safe environment for student learning. But Lake Ridge Elementary's custodian does more than just this. We'll have that story in a moment. But first, we are fast approaching that time of the year where cooler temperatures and inclement weather may cause delayed openings or school closings. The school division does not take these changes to the school schedule lightly. When inclement weather is forecasted, decisions are based on division-wide conditions to ensure the safety of students, staff, and residents. Changes to school schedules can be received in a number of ways. To receive emails or text messages, subscribe to e-news. Watch for announcements on the school division's website and individual school websites. Like our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter. Local radio and TV stations make announcements and repeat delay and closing information regularly. And of course, you can see announcements right here on PWCS TV. Frederick Jackson has been a custodian at Lake Ridge Elementary School for the past 7 years. But students here know him as more than just their school custodian. Mr. Jackson is an artist who has created several pieces of artwork out of popsicle sticks and some recycled materials, which he has displayed at the school. The idea for the models comes from a vote. Mr. Jackson suggests 2 ideas, then students decide from those which one they would like him to build. Last school year, their choices were the White House or the Eiffel Tower. They chose the Eiffel Tower. Mr. Jackson shared some insight with students on how he created it.
See that? 3 sides in the box. Then as you get to the top, you have an X, an X, an X. So then you extend that on top of each other, and that way you can make it taller and taller.
It took Mr. Jackson about 5 months to create his rendition of the Eiffel Tower, which stands 7 feet 6 inches tall. Mr. Jackson explains how he started this hobby.
Well, I started with building models as a kid, and I changed them up periodically, certain pieces, to have my own touch to them, you know, than the normal just snap them together.
Mr. Jackson feels that his models bring a little bit of the world to Lake Ridge Elementary. His rendition of the Great Wall of China, which is typically on display in the school library, took him about 2.5 months to build. He used about 2,000 popsicle sticks. His artwork inspires students to learn more about these architectural icons through reading books. During the art lesson for students, Mr. Jackson explained how this hobby requires patience. Students got to see how they must wait for the glue to dry on their popsicle sticks in order for them to have a strong hold and maintain a position. They also learned how they can use recycled materials such as paper clips and cardboard in artwork. 2nd grader Jenna Patterson.
It's kind of cool, and that you should always recycle things and renew. Find what's around you and what you have.
3rd grader Javian Washington also picked up on this important lesson.
He showed me how to recycle things and build them into cool stuff, and don't always throw away stuff that are useless, and you can make stuff out of it.
Lake Ridge Elementary School is currently under renovation, and additional classrooms are being built. This important part of the school's history inspired Mr. Jackson to create a model of what the school looked like prior to the start of the construction. 5th grader Sabina Kia.
I think it's really sweet of him. I don't think any other janitor would do the things that Mr. Jackson does.
Mr. Jackson's model of the school will have a special touch to it. He asked 5th grade teachers to put the names of each of their students on popsicle sticks, which he will then use to create the roof of this model. That's it for this edition of School Focus. Join us next time as we bring you more news and highlights from around the school division.